25 years, man, I'd love to see a significant number of African-American male educators in the public school system. I'd love to see that the school systems have finally moved away from a white narrative, and the curriculum has truly embraced and reflects the narrative of Black and brown people, that the adults in that ecosystem that are teachers reflect the community and are operating from the principles of love, sound, educational practices and principles. Schools have transformed into really just that. They're places of transformation, that the curriculum is liberating. And the adults in their ecosystem are modeling and mirroring that, and that they're learning the contributions of Africans in America and throughout the African diaspora impact all aspects of society. Really reflect that a majority minority. We live in a city, though, that reflects that. A school district that significantly reflects that, and it's far greater than what presently the public school system even holds for Black boys.
Well, I just would start off by just saying that Tony Smith, former superintendent, he led the country in this. He recognized that we need to focus on African American males, that it's okay to say that, just as it was appropriate to put focus on special education students or English language learners. It's appropriate to say we need to make a difference with African American males. We need to make sure that they are not being suspended, that there's not disproportionality in terms of referrals to special ed, that we're not finding ways and lead them to be in the criminal justice system. And we're going to ensure that they're exposed to our most rigorous programs, that they're getting opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise receive.
Inherently privileges European knowledge and thought above all other, knowledge and thought. And the learning, you can still, teach a Black child, but as they're learning, it's separate from their identity. So they see the brilliance that they're learning as being European, and then shun themselves from their own identity as African, and not see themselves as brilliant, even though they hold this knowledge and can pass the test. Then they become in positions of power, and then there becomes a confusion around larger systemic issues that are impacting other African American groups because they haven't had the integration of knowledge that they learn to navigate society and integrate it with their own culture and their own identity. You can't really learn about the world until you learn about yourself. And that's the core and the essence of what AAMA provides. It helps connect them to who they are and a sense of self, and that is what makes it invaluable to learn about the world and the structure and the society outside of them.
I feel like AAMA program has become a part of our village, and it has changed who Toussaint is and allowed him to see things outside of what's coming from mom and dad and family.
I'm a single mother, divorced from my husband, and I had to educate my kids about their reality. I always told my boys, regardless of where your dad is, you have to stand up and face reality, and you have to be accountable for your actions.
With him being in the program, I've noticed that he's able to talk things out instead of, just getting so upset and, just getting to that point where he's so angry. He's able to talk it through himself, and he's able to calm himself down. And I definitely know the program has helped him with that.
I got family members that's 14-year-old, and they see me as, some people call me young reverend or something like that, Knowing that I have influence, positive influence, I can go to them and let them know that what they're doing is wrong, but they can always find a way out. They can always change.
Absolutely.
Like, I didn't even realize I needed additional help as a male figure. Right, I'm thinking I'm there, I'm in the house, I go to work, I take care of business, right? With anything you ask for, you get. You never know what you don't know, right? So AAMA for him and for us made us realize that there was a void missing, that not only did it take a village, but for young Black men, in my opinion, they need more mentors than just the ones in their family.
It's been very helpful to my family, and I look forward to my other children. I look forward to expanding, like where my other kids will have the opportunity, where they can learn to be gentlemen, where they can learn to walk as kings amongst other kings and no intimidation, but being confident in who they are, and also being able to encourage other men.
Daryl's father is currently incarcerated, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for him to have supplemental support outside of what I provide for him. And I believe that the Manhood Development Program helped get him back on track. He was starting to be more emotionally stable. Daryl, his grades went back up, and he actually graduated with a 4.0.
is visionary. And I feel that this program, from what he's done, that it will help other black boys in other areas of the country because it is so needed. Because the plight of the black boys here is the same plight all over the country. So it's definitely a much needed program.
And just want to make sure that people understand that this is an Oakland thing, but this is also an opportunity to create a proof point for the country. Chris Chapman, tremendous leader, worked extremely hard. It's very hard to be in a position where you have to build, create, and then sustain. And I just have great respect for Chris and his leadership and appreciate the work that he's doing. Look forward to him continuing to have a great impact and then broadening his impact so it is touching every African American male student.
Do you both call him King at home? You call him King Toussaint?
No.
Take out the trash.
No, it's
here,
two.
King.
Take out the trash.
Well, I mean,
You don't get that title at home.
Yeah, no.
Not yet.
Nah, that's
No.
what I have people call me outside the house.
yeah.
He's
but,
just
I
aware
mean,
of who he is.
Okay.
So when I hear king, somebody call me a king, I feel respected. I feel like royalty. You know, I feel like I'm somebody. Cause not every black person feel like they're somebody. That's why they go out and do the wrong thing. But me being young, only 14 years old, knowing what I am, that's a good thing to be hearing myself called king. Hey, it's amazing. It's amazing. Stuff I thought I never would do, I did. So that's just,
Yeah.
I love to be a part of it for the rest of my life.
We've been real intentional over the evolution of the work of African American Male Achievement to have some kind of concluding event every year. And that event we are framed as the African American Male Achievement graduation year-end celebration as a way to really acknowledge and lift up all of the hard work that our kings have experienced and demonstrated through the school year. That light at the end of the tunnel actually is an opportunity where they get acknowledged, they get to have fellowship, they get to dance. I think it's very important for them to know that that's something that they're working hard towards. It was really just an extraordinary event where families intergenerationally could come out and really celebrate the accomplishments of their kings as well as the accomplishments of their instructors.
Give it up one time, y'all, for AMC in the house.
What does it mean to be a kingmaker? It means to condition yourself to love unconditionally. It means to serve 24/7, 365. It means every day that you get up with the intentionality of really trying to make a change in a child's life. And so I know I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for so many brothers that didn't allow me to give up. So for me, a kingmaker is somebody who actually instills belief, hope, the yes I can spirit in youth, and in such a way where that person, not only are they saying it, but then they own it to the degree of now they're able to take the crown, wear it, and they're giving it back. That success is not predicated on if their house is on the hill. Success is predicated based on the number of kings that they've bestowed that belief and power in self. That's my high. Very essence, again, for what I stand for is really about helping this next generation to go farther, faster than what I've been able to do. And so Kingmaker is really about personal transformation. It's the belief and instilling in hope in others where they grab that baton, where they grab that crown, put it on their head, and they go far and they go fast.
Who are you?
I'm a king, and you?
A kingmaker, the AAMA way, live in the Bay.
Welcome to our world, come see what's good.
It's deeper than a class, it's really a brotherhood. Who are you?
I'm a king, and you?
A kingmaker, the AAMA way, live in the Bay.
Welcome to our world, come see what's good.
It's deeper than a class, it's really a brotherhood.
A brotherhood. Gentlemen, come and take a seat. It's a class where the past of the kingdom makers meet. At the end of the day, it's a space to let us breathe. Let the noise out there motivate to move my feet. Like, go get 'em. Met a couple brothers, we cold chillin'. Talking about the hate they gon' give us this old system. We in here, ain't no victim. How you gonna battle an army alone? Got a tribe full of family, so I'm always at home. And when we separated, only business is shown. And if you hear any noise, it's NDB boys like, oh.
Who are you?
I'm a king, and you?
A kingmaker, the AAMA way, live in the bay.
Welcome to our world, come see what's good.
It's deeper than the class, it's really a brotherhood. Who are you?
I'm a king, and you?
A kingmaker, the AAMA way, live in the bay.
Welcome to our world, come see what's good.
It's deeper than the class, it's really a brotherhood.